This week on Dude Stuff.
What is going on, guys? So exciting news, I've got a new sponsor for the channel. I've got recommended this company by my friend Mark, who done the fabrication on the chopper project. Excellent fabricator friend of mine, and he highly recommended Artec. Contacted Artec a few months ago. I don't know why there's a fly in here. Contacted Artec and done a bit of chatting, and they have kindly sponsored the channel. So all of this stuff that you see in front of me is available directly from Artec, and I'm really excited. I have, disclaimer, never done any welding before in my life. This is a completely new venture for me, but I think it's going to open up a lot of exciting new possibilities for projects on the channel, some of which I'm going to give you a little teaser of in a little bit. But the main thing that the guys have sent me is, this is their latest MIG Welder. This is the 181, and apparently it supersedes the 180 model, which didn't have all the LCD display. It was a very strong model that apparently did well for about 10 years it's been running, but this has superseded it, and this comes with an LCD display. It's obviously not plugged in at the moment because I need to put a plug on it, but it's got an easy setup thing, so you basically just tell it the thickness of the material you're working with, etc, etc, and it calculates all the settings for you. So it's got an easy setup mode, which is great. Apparently I hear MIG welders are the ones that are a little bit easier to work with when you're first starting out, so I'm excited to get to use it. But obviously I've just unboxed it, I've done all the unboxing today, and I'm setting up this new little shed for fabricating on the channel. So we've got the 181, which I'll be doing more content of using this on the channel. Got the trolley that it's come on, got this absolutely insane, really high spec welding bench on casters. Just all the paraphernalia to go with it. Gloves, mask, baseball hat. It's obviously a must-have, a baseball hat. Everything. So, although I've said everything, I've still got to get a gas bottle, get ventilation, get some clamps, bits and bobs. But, going to be seeing a lot more of this welder on the channel hopefully soon on some new projects, which I will take you outside and show you some of the things that I've got lined up on the channel. Guys, I've got some more content coming out, but also I'm giving away this 72 volt 20,000 watt electric motocross bike, which is fully road registered. Awesome bit of kit. If you want to enter to win this £5,000 machine for £2, I'll put the link up on the screen now if you want to enter that. Anyway, on to the projects, which I'm definitely going to need a welder for at some point. I'll show you what's coming up on the channel. I'm forever, as most blokes are, scouring Marketplace for weird and wonderful unfinished projects and things, and I bought this. I know it don't look anything particularly exciting, but the reason I bought it is under here. And this has had a lot of fabricating done already. Putting a Kawasaki Ninja 600cc engine in the back of it. So someone has already cut the back end of this buggy off and stretched it to allow for this 100 brake horsepower 600cc Kawasaki Ninja engine, which I think is a sick idea. I love the way that bikes sound. I'm not just into electric stuff. The engine's in, all the fabrication's done for that, and the loom isn't wired up. I've heard it running. The clutch, accelerator, brakes, none of that's lined up at all. This was a potential project for the channel. I've got to put battery trays in it and probably loads of fabrication. So ideal project for the welder. There's going to be loads of bits come up on this. I might want to chop and change, and it's going to be a great learning curve. However, I've gone and bought a second one. Don't ask me why. Just got the ideas of buggies in my head. This come up on Marketplace, and I picked this up yesterday as well. And the idea was I was going to use some parts from this on that one, but now I don't know which buggy I prefer. So this, to me, it's more like a car. It's got looks like dual wishbone suspension, differentials. It's absolutely huge. It's like 9.5 foot long. It is more like a kit car, but it's given me quite a lot of inspiration. So now I'm a little bit torn. I don't know whether to, let us know what you think, guys. Do I stick with the Kawasaki Ninja in that one? The suspension and brakes aren't as good in that one. It's just got the dual discs on the back axle. This one has got discs on every wheel like a car. I was even thinking about dropping a body shell over this for something crazy, but that is a lot of work and I don't know what we can get done outdoors what's left of this awful summer. So let us know what you think, guys. Do I go with a huge 9.5 foot buggy and drop that engine into it, or get another bike engine? Do I do both of them? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to get at least one of these road legal with a fast superbike engine. That is my goal for this year. The other thing I love about this, it's not even like a buggy. Compared to that, this is like a small car. You've got actual alloy wheels on it. You've got, you know, the discs built into the wheel hub. It is a small car. It's insane. But this is going to be a lot of extra work. There's no engine mounts. The guy that had it before me was going to put an 1100cc bike engine in, and he'd already cut the back end of the frame off, so the back of the frame here is a little bit of a mess. Down here and the other side, it's all been chopped through. So really I literally just bought this for parts for a couple of ideas. It comes with a logbook. I don't know what to do now, guys. I might build two buggies. I might leave the Ninja engine in that and build it anyway and have two buggies. I don't know, let me know what you think. Also, I need to make some sort of battery mount for this massive beast I've bought to do a project. Not 100% sure what I want to do with it, but this is a huge, I think it's a Suron upgrade battery from Electron Cycles, a massive 72 volt battery that could easily put out 20 kilowatts. Let me know what you want to see me put this on. I have got a couple of options already. One of the options being I've had this Honda Grom buried in the shed with no engine for a little bit of time now. Maybe I'm thinking about buying, like, I've seen some rolling motocross bike shells, so I don't know whether to do something, make some sort of battery cradle with the welder for the 72 volt battery and stick it either in the Grom mid drive or hub drive. Whether to do a motocross bike like a Honda CR, CRF, that kind of thing. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, what projects you would like to see on the channel, and I will get learning to use this welder. Yeah, just want to say a massive thanks to Artec. They are really friendly guys, excellent customer service. If you want to, if you're already into welding or want to get into welding, they're really helpful. I think they do welding courses and all sorts of stuff. Excellent customer service, great gear. Check out the link in the video description to check out Artec's website and the range of stuff they do. So massive thanks to Artec for helping sponsor the channel and move forwards and level up, and I'll see you guys in the video soon. Take it easy.